Tiumuna pwesto, first place, Region 13, Caraga. Ita, intay padayawan dagiti nasalindig nga umong iti Palarong.
Friends, the winners of the most resilient delegations, awarded to the delegations that demonstrated remarkable resilience and perseverance throughout the Palarong.
May katlo a pwesto, third place, Region 3, Central Luzon.
May kadwa a pwesto, second place, Region 8, Eastern Visayas.
Tiumuna a pwesto, first place, Region 11, Davao Region. Ket ita, para itigungguna apang individual. Dawaten ni man da Miss Glynis Balago, Regional Trade Marketing Manager, ken Mr. Real Taginon, Area Cluster Manager, dito North Luzon, taptoyawat da tigungguna.
At this juncture, we present to you the individual awards. May we request Ms. Glynis Balago, Regional Trade Marketing Manager, and Mr. Real Taginon, Area Cluster Manager of Dito North Luzon, to present the awards.
Rugyan tayo ti atleta nakagunood ti kaadwan na medalya itatawen.
We start off with the most be-medaled athlete, presented to the athlete who garnered the most medals in the games.
Maragsakan kami amang ipakaammo at duwa tinangabak kadaytoy agungguna. We have two winners for this award. First is Titus Rafael Sia, Swimming Boys Elementary from the National Capital Region.
We also have Sofia Rose Gara, Swimming Girls Elementary, again from the National Capital Region.
Intay met bigbigen ti atleta anang si Dukem ti puspuso tayo. Babaen ti kinareket ken kinaliing na.
It's time to honor the most inspiring story presented to the athlete who did not only win medals but also demonstrated true sportsmanship, valor, and resilience during the games.
Tinangabang, the winner is When the Water Becomes Your Only Family by Mark Angelo Damo. Gagayem gen kakabsat, intay met padayawan dagiti isang sangayan nga umong, bayat iti panglukat aparambak tayo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we also present to you the standouts during the opening ceremonies.
First is our Best Uniform Award. Tinangaba, the winner is Region 5, Bicol Region.
Next up, we have the Best Moniker Award. Tinangabak. The winner is Region 12, Soxarten.
Finally, we have the Most Disciplined Award during the opening parade. Tinangabak. The winner is Region 4B, Mimaropa.
The Ilocos Norte Palarong Pambansa 2025 would like to thank the following: Dito Telecommunity, the official telecommunications partner; Jollibee, Whale, Fortune Life Insurance, Finis, SMS Healthcare and Unilever, BPI Legazpi Savings Bank, Redscope Communications and Companies, City Savings Bank, Ducton Corporation, East West Rural Bank, BDO Network Bank, Amway, Nature Spring, Century Pacific, Pocari Sweat, Otsuka Solar Philippines Incorporated, Mary Lindbergh International, Rabisco, Glenmark, Project Empower and Indiva, Milo, Congressman Ferdinand Alexander Marcos of District 1, and Congressman Angelo Marcos Barba of District 2.
same bright sun. Our spirit knows no boundaries when together we run. One archipelago, one nation, every island a champion. Our legacy shines on and on. Together we are strong. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, united by the sea. Different waters, one dream. In unity we're free. One archipelago, one nation, every island a champion. Our legacy shines on and on. Together we are strong. Through every challenge we face, our wings spread wide to fly. With determination and grace, our dreams reach for the sky. One nation, every island a champion. Our legacy shines on and on. Together we are strong. One archipelago, one nation, every island a champion. One nation under the same bright sun. Our spirit knows no boundaries when together we run. One archipelago, one nation, every island a champion. Our legacy shines on and on. Together we are strong. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, united by the sea.
here at the Ilocos Norte Centennial Arena for the 2025 Palarong Pambansa closing ceremonies. Welcome. My name is Bea Escudero alongside Doreen Suay Baguio. Doreen, we have just witnessed the first part of our closing ceremonies where special awards were being given out to different regions across the Philippines. Now, why don't we go through that and tell our viewers exactly what we just witnessed?
That's right, Bea. Events like the Palarong Pambansa, it takes a village to make it happen. And so we recognize not only the delegations, the athletes, the coaches, the officials, but also the people behind the scenes who have made the Palarong Pambansa possible. And one of the awards that was just given was for the best billeting school. So to all of those who don't know, we have billeting schools all over Ilocos Norte to host the different delegations coming from all over the country.
That is right. Now, we are witnessing right now exactly what is happening here in the Centennial Arena. But going back to what you just mentioned about the best billeting school, you know, we were able to cross different billeting schools during our coverage here in the 2025 Palarong Pambansa. And let me just say that a lot of the schools were definitely creative at that, but it did go to the Bicol region for the best billeting school. But other than the Bicol, or other than the billeting school award, they also did win the most eco-friendly award.
Well, Bea, hindi lang Bicol ang nakakuha ng dalawang special award because Region 4B Mimaropa was also awarded 2 awards for the most organized delegation and the most disciplined award.
That is right. We also did have the award of the Digital Engagement Award that went to our first placers, Region 11 of Caraga. But other than that, the most resilient delegation went to our Davao region, that is Region 11.
That's right, Bea. We also awarded, of course, we recognize our most bemedaled athlete. We have Titus Rafael Sia and Sophia Rose Gara, both from NCR. And Bea, these 2 athletes, they are just 12 years old. 12 years old. At 12 years old, they completed the 7 gold medal sweep in the swimming event in the elementary division. And at 12 years old, I don't know what you were doing at 12 years old, but I for sure was not winning gold medals in the Palarong Pambansa at 12. And so this is just the beginning for sure for these 2 young athletes.
That is right. You know, Doreen, it's so crazy to think that at 12 years old, they are already succeeding boundaries here in Palarong Pambansa. And you can just only imagine exactly what they can do in the next couple of years.
For sure. And madami tayong na-produce na legendary athletes dito sa Palarong Pambansa. Kaloy Yulo, Olympic gold medalist. Bella Belen, UAAP 3-time MVP, also played in the Palarong Pambansa. And those are just 2 examples of some of the great athletes that came from the Palarong Pambansa, Bea.
That is right. You know, we also we notice here as we are going through the first part of our program, we can see the governor of the province of Ilocos Norte right over there present, who will be awarding major awards in just a bit. But
That's
again,
right.
Going back to our special awards, you know, Doreen, we were just speaking off air about this most inspiring story. Could you tell us a little more about that one?
That's right. It's called When the Water Becomes Your Only Family. This is a story written by Mark Angelo Damo about a para-athlete, John Ray Amolar, from Western Visayas. And he lost his family, his mom to pregnancy, his sister, and then his dad to cancer. He lost his leg in an accident as well, and so the water became his friend. The water became his source of hope, and now he is a medalist in the Palarong Pambansa.
You know, those kinds of inspiring stories are definitely something that, you know, inspires a lot of our viewers as well, and it definitely inspires me. But you know, Doreen, talking about these inspiring stories, we were able to go through coverages as well here in Palarong Pambansa, and I know you have a lot of stories, so why don't you go ahead?
For sure. I remember in table tennis, I have had the honor of witnessing BARM getting their very first gold medal in the Palarong Pambansa table tennis history. And you know, Bea, it was a real show of our team, nagkakaisang kapuluan, because when BARM was awarded that gold medal, it was not just BARM that was celebrating, it was the whole table tennis community present in the venue. And so hindi lang Barm ang nagse-celebrate, lahat talaga. They were happy for Barm for getting their very first gold medal in Palarong Pambansa table tennis.
You know, for me personally, we were able to mention earlier the most billeting schools. Our third placer was Soxcargen.
Yep.
And of course, our second placer and our first. There you have it on your screen. There you have it on our screens. Our third placers rather, went to the Soxcargen region. Grabe, napaka-creative nga talaga yung mga regions.
Yeah, they went above and beyond. They are billeting schools to host their athletes. At napakahalaga niyan because at the end of the day, lalo na sunod-sunod yung games
Yes.
natin. At the end of the day, they're going home to their billeting schools, preparing for another day of games. So it's so important that our billeting schools were really going above and beyond to give our athletes a great experience here in Ilocos Norte.
And of course, our second placers for that went to the one and only Bicol region, Region 5, grabe. Again, going back to creativeness, we all know what Bicol is known for. They are known for the spice, chili, and of course, the volcano. And they definitely made it their home for the past 8 days of competition.
Alam mo, looking at the video, Bea, no, sure ako na maraming photos and videos na may uuwi ang athletes natin coming from the very creative billeting schools. Talagang after the end of the day, mukhang maglulook forward ka umuwi dun sa billeting school mo, no, if it looks like that.
Yes, that is right. Again, that was our first placers for the best billeting schools that went to Region 5. Now, going back to inspiring stories, our first place went to Caraga region. Now, here we have it. Wow, you can definitely see that they really put a lot of thought into it. They even put there, you know, that they are the home of the finest gold. And they see, like what I mentioned earlier,
So colorful.
even their mess hall was definitely created to feel like their own region.
Yeah, Bea, and of course, matagal na ginawa yan. Matagal
Of
na
course.
pinaghandaan yan. Talagang pinag-isipan to give our athletes the best possible experience right here. And of course, if you are a young athlete at may experience mo tong mga ganitong bagay very early in your
Yes.
career, talagang ma-eengganyo ka na magpatuloy sa career mo.
That is right. Again, that was our first placers, Caraga region. Now, that was our most best billeting schools. Now, we will be back with more of our program here at the 2025 Palarong Pambansa closing ceremonies. Of course, again, we have a lot more to witness, a lot more awards to be given out, including the recognition of some of our LGUs, our participating LGUs at that, who really took the time to bring, you know, the sports to every single player here in Ilocos Norte. And just to quickly mention some of that, we do have Lawag City, San Nicolas, Batak, and many, many more. So we will be back with more of the action here at the 2025 Palarong Pambansa closing ceremonies.
Our hearts beat as one nation under the same bright sun. Our spirit knows no boundaries when together we run. One archipelago, one nation, every island a champion. Our legacy shines on and on. Together we are strong. Luzon, Visayas, sea. Different waters, one dream. In unity we're free. One archipelago, one nation. Every island a champion.
As you can see on your screens, present here at the Ilocos Norte Centennial Arena are some of the players of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Eliza Valdez, of course, present, who I believe was also in the awarding ceremony during our secondary volleyball finals. As well as Sunny Angara, DepEd Secretary.
Of course, as we mentioned earlier, Bea, we are also joined by the Governor of Ilocos Norte, Governor Matthew Marcos Manotoc. He has been very hands-on all throughout the Palarong Pambansa.
That is right. You know, I was able to speak to both of them during the Governor's Night, and they are definitely happy to have the games here in Ilocos Norte because it's been quite a while since their last. So they definitely prepared for this, and I'm sure each of our delegates were able to feel the warmth and the love from the province of Ilocos Norte.
And Bea, there are a lot of gems in Ilocos Norte, not just in the 11 cities and municipalities hosting our games, but in other parts of Ilocos Norte as well. A lot of gems to find, at nakikita ko nga yung athletes natin talagang binibisita nila yung tourist destinations na yan in between games.
Yes, that is right. So here we are definitely packing things up here at the Centennial Arena. Now, earlier we were mentioning about our experience here in Ilocos Norte. And, you know, one of the standouts that I was able to cover, Doreen, was from Sepak Takraw, specifically the secondary boys division. Now, it was Western Visayas who claimed the championship, and it was very sweet and emotional for them because of the fact that the last time they won the gold was back in 2016.
Wow.
So
almost
you could
10 years,
exactly,
almost a decade.
And you can already tell right when the buzzer sounded, grabe yung iyak nila, grabe yung emotions nila as a team, because grabe din yung pinagdaanan nila. They even mentioned, one of the coaches mentioned that they're one of the smaller teams, you know, in this
them.
yes, in this delegation, especially in Sepak Takraw. So it was definitely something that they had to, you know, work through and they just showed all that heart on the floor. And imagine, it lasted up to 3 regus, right? So it was definitely something that a lot of our delegates enjoyed watching.
It's
Now over
always
here,
always so special, Bea, to be trusted with these stories. Stories that, that defy expectations. Stories that break the ceiling at marami niyan dito sa Palarong, Pambansa. And as we mentioned earlier, this is the launch pad of so many of our athletes. As we are about to head to the exciting part, Bea, here in the 2025 Palarong Pambansa closing ceremonies, the special awards earlier. It was just the beginning, but we have a lot more here. And as you can see, a lot of our delegates waving the lights already. They're very, very excited for the closing ceremony.
that is right, and we can anticipate a performance from the Philippine Youth Symphonic Band.
Ket ita, si sasaganada amang sagrap, ti pamigbig ken pamadayaw. Daytoy ti panagrigep a programa, ti 2025 Ilocos Norte, Palarong, Pambansa.
A blessed and blissful evening to everyone. From every corner of this united archipelago, we witness the unbreakable spirit of the young Filipino athletes. And now, they are ready to claim their glory. This is the closing ceremonies of the 2025 Ilocos Norte Palarong Pambansa.
Tumakder tayo para iti panagkanta, tinaiya na kanta. May we please be seated for a while. para iti panagkanta kina Iliana Kanta nga tukaren ti Philippine Youth Symphonic Band.
Please rise for the national anthem to be led by the Philippine Youth Symphonic Band.
Agtugaw tayo, please be seated. Tapno mangted tinananay a panagkaykay sa ken puso ti intayo panagdidin ng gay. Intay pasangbayan ti Philippine Youth Symphonic Band para itinadumduma nga obra ti musika.
To add harmony and heart to the occasion, we present to you this group of 62 young, talented, and highly trained musicians from various regions of the Philippines. As ambassadors, they represent the country in its vision of a better world through excellent music. Ladies and gentlemen, a resounding applause for the Philippine Youth Symphonic Band in a showcase of orchestral masterpieces.
Agagayem ken kakabsat, ti Gobernador ti Ilocos Norte.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Governor of Ilocos Norte, Honorable Matthew Marcos Manoto, for his message.
Just Nina, na Magarabi, maraming salamat at magandang gabi sa ating lahat. First and foremost, allow me to greet my family who is here, Tita Irene, Marcos, and Andy, of course, and Tita Maha, and our DepEd family, led by Sec Sunny Angara, ang aking kalaro sa basketball more than 2 decades ago. And sadly, he schooled me right here on my home court. Sa lahat ng ating USECs, of course, our USEC, Malcolm Garma. Siya talaga ang nag-ahead at nag-oversee ng buong games. I tip my hat to you, our Secretary General of Palarong Pambansa, USEC Malcolm Garma. Palapakan po natin. Siya ang brains, engine, everything behind the games. Maraming salamat po. We also have USEC Peter Corvera and USEC Trigiv Laivar. Sa lahat ng ating mga secretaries, to our entire DepEd family, a good evening po sa inyong lahat. We also have our new chair of CHED, our very own, Dr. Shirley Agrupis. Congratulations po. Recently MMSU president of our state university and now our new CHED chair. Congratulations. We also have our Congressman, Angelo Marcos Barba. Nandito rin po ang aking fellow Governor Santiago Cane Jr. from Agusan del Sur, to our Bojales, to our mayors and vice mayors, to all of our government officials, a good evening to you all. Our Olympic gold medalist who stayed here the entire week. Saludo po ako sa inyo, Ma'am Heidelin Diaz, ang ating bayani. Maraming salamat. And of course, from Creamline Cool Smashers, we have Eliza Valdez, Tots Carlos, and Kyle Negrito. Sa lahat ng ating delegations, to our dear student athletes, our coaches, our technical officials, I hope you enjoyed your stay, and I'd like to thank ang aking team once again for doing the heavy lifting. Sila po talaga ang nag-organize and who worked very, very hard. And of course, I missed from DepEd, our secretariat, Ma'am Marivic Tolitol. Palapakan po natin si Ma'am Marivic na nag-coordinate lahat on the ground, and to our dear Secretariat, DepEd, and Palarong Pambansa Secretariat. Maraming salamat po. To my team, our tourism team, led by Ayan and Xavier, our sports office, led by Helen Rose Domingo and Fivo Bartolome, our engineering office, led by Engineer Luciano Domingo, our GSO, MSME, and Enro. To my PGIN family, thank you for your hard work for several months, and most especially this past week in ensuring the hosting of our Palarong Pambansa was indeed smooth. I'd also like to make special mention of our Mayor of Lawag City, my tito, Mayor Michael Marcos Quillon. Ang isang legend din sa sporting world, spearheading Gintong Alay many years before I was born, Tito, thank you for reminding me to bid for this. Our hosting perhaps would not have occurred if it not for you. Palapakan po natin si Mayor Michael Marcos Kion. Maraming salamat po. Sa totoo lang, gusto po namin i-host ang closing ceremony sa aming World UNESCO Heritage Site in Paway Church. But of course, the weather has been a factor for us, so we are here at our Centennial Arena. Once again, I would like to thank all of those who have helped us host the games, our sponsors, our mayors and vice mayors, all of the volunteers, all of those who will go unmentioned and unnoticed. Maraming salamat sa inyong sakripisyo. We thank you for strengthening our games and making sure that all of our delegates hopefully enjoyed and most importantly are still safe and sound. We also thank the Department of Education from the bottom of our hearts for giving us this opportunity and for allowing Ilocos Norte to display its traditions, its heritage, the very best of Ilocos Norte to the entire Philippines. Hopefully, soon, we can host Palarong Pambansa once again and do it even bigger and even better. Sa inyong lahat, this is not goodbye, but instead, this is see you again soon. Sana makabalik po kayo. You are always more than welcome in Ilocos Norte. Please come back with your family and your friends. Yung iba, nakita ko na kanina sa sand dunes. But the rest, baka hindi niyo pa napuntahan ang Pagudpud, ang windmills, and may Badok Island at Solsona, Apayao pa. Please, please, please come visit Ilocos Norte again. You will be our guests of honor. Sa inyong lahat, maraming salamat. Mabuhay ang DepEd, mabuhay ang atletang Pilipino, mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Salamat po.
Intay met indingan ti makaparekta mensahe. Manipod ti mangidadaulo iti Departamento ti Edukasyon. Sekretaryo Juan Edgardo Sani Angara.
Let us also listen to some inspiring words from the head of the Department of Education, Secretary Juan Edgardo Sani Angara.
Magandang gabi po, naimbag gabi kada kayo amin. Mayong gabi. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to our hosts, of course, starting with our amazing, dynamic governor, my friend, basketball mate. He's too much of a gentleman to say that his team beat our team handily. Governor Matthew Manotoc. Alam nyo, si Gov, hindi na umuwi yan. Plano niyang umuwi sa gitna ng linggo, maybe to get some rest, but he said he has to be here. That's the kind of guy and kind of leader that Governor Matt is. Hindi na po umuwi yan. He's leaving maybe tomorrow pa or tonight. But thank you, Gov, for being so hands-on and ensuring. I think your presence ensured the smooth transpiring of these games, this Palarong. Maraming salamat. Of course, to his wonderful team at the provincial government of Ilocos Norte. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. To our, of course, I have to mention the President, my boss, because he made time to come here for the opening ceremonies. And many commented that it was one of the best opening ceremonies ever in the history of Palarong. Sabi nga nila, pang Southeast Asian Games, pang Asian Games na daw yung level ng opening ceremonies natin. So Gov, be careful what you wish for. You might not get another Palaro, but you might get a Southeast Asian Games or an Asian Games in your future. To our Congressman Angelo Marcos Barba, to Kong Sandro Marcos, thank you for the budgetary support in the 2025 budget. To our first sister, Ma'am Irene Marcos, her family and her friends, to your party, thank you for the support. I'm sure you had a hand in all this brilliant entertainment, and culture. I know it runs in the family. Sa ating members po ng provincial board, of course to our host, Lawag Mayor Michael Kion, the legend who put forth Gintong Alay program during the first Marcos administration, to our ASEC, Ana Carmela Remigio, to our new chairperson, Chair Shirley Agrupis. Thank you and for inviting us to your launch party as chair. To our incoming hosts of next year's Palarong. We have over here Governor Santi Cane. We have Congressman Eddie Bong Plaza over here. We have Vice Governor Samuel Tortor. We have our mayors, Mayor Kirk Assis, Mayor Roscoe Plaza, and many of their officials from the provincial board. Of course, their RD is also here, RD Ines. Sa ating DepEd officials, of course, I have to mention our SecGen Yusek Malcolm Garma and his team for doing a fantastic job. Yusek Tra, Yusek Peter, Yusek Fatima, Yusek MJ. Hindi ko na lahatin, ha? Huwag kayong magalit sa akin. Pero you know who you are. You know who you are, and I will have a chance to thank you personally in our own way. To our agencies, national agencies, DILG, PNP, BFP, PSC, National Academy of Sports. There's so many. To our superstar athletes who made time. Hindi naman nila kailangan pumunta rito sa Ilocos Norte. Pero nandito po sila. Our Olympic Golden Girl, Heidelin Diaz. Maraming salamat po. Thank you for pioneering the weightlifting sport dito sa ating Palaro here. Ilocos will not forget that. The Palaro will not forget that. To our volleybells, of course, our mga idol ng ating kabataan, they're here. They've been here since yesterday. They awarded our winners in volleyball, Eliza Valdez, Kyle Negrito, and Tots Carlos. Maraming salamat. They're brought here courtesy of Rebisco and Creamline. Maraming salamat. To our other sponsors, baka magalit, baka Rebisco lang daw binanggit ko. Assist, Milo, BDO, East West, Finis, Otsuka, Rebisco, Geneva Office of Human Rights, Gatorade, Golden Global Commercial, Project Empower, Mary Lindbergh, City Savings, Fortune Life, Duck10, and BPI Legazpi Savings Bank. Maraming salamat. This would not have been possible without all of you. And of course, to our DepEd family, we have to mention our Regional Director, Tom Aquino. Asa si Tom? Where's Tom? Yeah. And of course, to his staff, to all of the regional directors here present, all of the USECs, the ASECs, all of the superintendents, all of the directors, to the Palaro Secretariat by Ma'am Marilyn. So maraming salamat po sa inyo. And of course, to Ilocos Norte, thank you for being such wonderful hosts. Thank you very much. We saw so many sides of Ilocos that we didn't know or had not encountered before. It's maybe my 4th or 5th time already in Ilocos, and every time I come back, it reveals a new side. So I hope some of you, yung hindi pa uuwi, may oras kayo para umikot dito sa napakagandang lalawigan ng ating Pangulo, ang Ilocos Norte. Sand dunes, the beach, I think these are world famous. Yung Paway Church, di tayo natuloy doon, pero please, it's worth seeing. That's where I think Madam Irene got married not too long ago. Hindi ba? Sorry. What church? Basta magaganda lahat ng simbahan dito sa Ilocos Norte. And of course, to our delegations, led by the various regions, of course, we have to congratulate NCR for winning the first place again. ASEC Joyce will not forgive me if I don't mention it. Pero pagbigyan na natin, kasi baka huling beses na yan di ba? Kasi pag iniba na natin yung rules at ginawa natin na doon ka maglalaro sa home region mo, baka delikado ang NCR, di ba? Gusto ba natin yon? Ang lakas ng palakpak ni Congressman Eddie Bong dito sa likod namin. Mukhang by popular demand, baka yan ang mangyari. Anyway, abangan na lang po. But to all our athletes, I'm sure marami kayong baon, marami kayong iuwing mga kwento ninyo. Yung iba, nasawi but I want to echo what our beloved President said during our opening ceremony. Manalo, matalo, importante, nag-enjoy kayo, at importante, isipin nyo na kampiyon na rin kayo. Because not everyone here is a champion in their own right. Nanalo kayo sa provincial, nanalo kayo sa regional, and of course, nanalo kayo sa inyong mga schools. So congratulations po sa inyo. Of course, congratulations to our winners. You will be famous. You have a fan base already. Sabi nga nila, iba ang palaro this year. Parang nag-level up siya. At yung mga athletes natin ay talagang may sariling following and fan base. So I hope you build on that. I hope you build on your hard work. It's not easy to be where you are. Congratulations po sa inyong lahat. And thank you to the people of Ilocos Norte for your wonderful hospitality. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. Thank you.
Kakabsat, timtengen ti tampok iti daytoy a panagbibin na libor, ti panagkaipaay, ti pamigbig kadagiti nagbalaygi. Ngem man iti amin, repeng na launay ngintay padayawan dagiti individual, ken gunglo anang patanok ti 2025 Palarong Pambansa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the highlight of this year's Palarong, the awarding ceremony. Before the winners receive their hard-earned accolades, it is fitting to give the highest honor to the individuals and groups behind the success of the 2025 Palarong Pambansa. We request DepEd Secretary Sonny Angara, DepEd Undersecretaries Malcolm Garma, Peter Irving Cardena, and Trigiv Olaivar to present the plaques of appreciation befitting their efforts.
Madawat ti kameng dagiti na dumaduma nga institusyon ken LGU a pumasango da bayat a maiyawag da. We request the representatives of the respective institutions and LGUs to come upstage to receive the plaques.
Provincial Government of Ilocos Norte. The Provincial Government of Ilocos Norte presents a framed Palarong 2025 logo in a bell and an in a bell-made Philippine flag to the Department of Education, led by Secretary Sonny Angara.
DepEd Region 1 and SDO Ilocos Norte. DepEd Region 1 and SDO Ilocos Norte.
SDO Batak, SDO Lawag City, Mariano Marcos State University.
Davao City, LGU San Nicolas, LGU Batak City,
LGU Bacara, LGU Pasukin, LGU Pidig,
LGU Vintar, LGU Paway, LGU Dingras, LGU Sarat, Agyaman kami kada kayo amin. Our deepest appreciation to all of you. Ket ita, kagayam yan kakabsat, intay amwen digiti 5 kangatuan na pwesto, iti kategorya de elementarya. Madawat da Apo Deped Secretary Sani Angara, ken Ilocos Norte Governor Matthew Marcos Manoto, ken Asek Ana Carbela Remillo, Presidential Assistant for Northern Luzon, ang mangyayawat kadagiti gungguna.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you our top 5 in the elementary division. May we request Deped Secretary Sonny Angara, Ilocos Norte Governor Matthew Marcos Manoto, and ASEC Ana Carmela Remillo, Presidential Assistant for Northern Luzon, to present the awards.
May kalima pwesto, 5th place, earning 9 bronzes, 12 silvers, and 16 golds. Region 11, Davraa, Davao Region.
May kaupat na pwesto, 4th place, earning 17 bronzes, 14 silvers, and 18 golds. Region 3, Central Luzon.
May katlo a pwesto, 3rd place, earning 22 bronzes, 22 silvers, and 20 golds. Region 6, WVRAA, Western Visayas.
May kadwa a pwesto. Second place, earning 27 bronzes, 30 silvers, and 21 golds. Region 4A, STCAA, Calabarzon Region.
Umuna a pwesto, the overall champion in the elementary division, earning 10 bronzes, 14 silvers, and 45 golds. NCRAA, National Capital Region. Ket ita, intay amwen digiti 5 a kangatwa na pwesto iti kategorya ti sekundarya.
At this juncture, we present to you our top 5 in the secondary division.
May kalima a pwesto, 5th place, earning 39 bronzes, 25 silvers, and 18 golds. Region 7, CVRAA, Central Visayas.
May kaupat a pwesto. 4th place, earning 36 bronzes, 32 silvers, and 24 golds. Region 6, WVRAA, Western Visayas.
May katlo a pwesto, 3rd place, earning 39 bronzes, 38 silvers, 26 golds. Region 4A, STCAA, Calabarzon.
May kadwa a pwesto. 2nd place, earning 27 bronzes, 16 silvers, and 27 golds. Region 11, Davraa, Davao Region.
Umuna pwesto, the overall champion in the secondary division, earning 40 bronzes, 56 silvers, and 72 golds. NCRAA, National Capital Region. amwen digiti 5 akangatwa na pwesto ti espesyal na payayam wenno Para Games.
And now we present to you our top 5 in the Para Games.
May kalima pwesto, 5th place, earning 7 bronzes, 5 silvers and 5 golds. Region 11, Davraa, Davao Region.
May kaupat na pwesto, 4th place, earning 6 bronzes, 4 silvers and 7 golds. NCRAA, National Capital Region.
May katlo ang pwesto, 3rd place, earning 7 bronzes, 4 silvers and 8 golds. Region 12, SRAA, Soksargen.
May kadwa ang pwesto, 2nd place, earning 10 bronzes, 16 silvers and 13 golds. Region 4A, STCAA, Calabarzon Region.
Umuna ang pwesto, the overall champion in the Para Games, earning 14 bronzes, 21 silvers, and 23 golds. Region 6, WVRAA, Western Visayas. Kagayan ken kakapsat, intay amwen dagiti 5 kangatwa na pwesto, kadagiti na duma-duma a divisyon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we also present to you our top 5 divisions.
May kalima pwesto, 5th place, earning 6 bronzes, 10 silvers, and 16 golds. Baguio City.
May kaupat na pwesto, 4th place, earning 5 bronzes, 11 silvers, and 20 golds. Pasig City.
May katlo ang pwesto, 3rd place, earning 26 bronzes, 34 silvers, and 21 golds. Rizal Province.
May kadwa a pwesto. Second place, earning 19 bronzes, 14 silvers, and 25 golds. Davao City.
Umuna a pwesto, the overall champion among the different divisions, earning 15 bronzes, 28 silvers, and 50 golds. Manila. Pilipinas, ada dituyen dagiti kagronaan na nagbalaygi iti 2025 Ilocos Norte, Palarong, Pambansa.
Ladies and gentlemen, Philippines, here now are our ultimate winners of the 2025 Ilocos Norte Palarong Pambansa.
In fifth place, earning 31 gold medals, 26 silver medals, and 46 bronze medals, we have Region 10, NMRAA, Mindanao.
Pinakagunod ti maikupat a pwesto. In fourth place, earning 43 gold medals, 28 silver medals, and 36 bronze medals, we have Region 11, Davao Region.
Maikatlo a pwesto. In third place, earning 44 gold medals, 54 silver medals, and 58 bronze medals, we have Region 6, Western Visayas.
Pinakagunod ti may kadwa a pwesto. In second place, earning 47 gold medals, 68 silver medals, and 66 bronze medals, we have Region 4A, STCAA, Calabarzon Region.
ti kangadwa na pwesto ti may kay na mapulo ket limang edisyon ti Palarong Pambansa. And our overall champion in the 65th edition of the Palarong Pambansa, earning 117 gold medals, 70 silver medals, and 50 bronze medals, is none other than NCRAA, the National Capital Region. Naimpapuswan kablaaw kada kayo amin ang nagbalaygi.
Congratulations to all our winners.
Kakaiyan, intay matangan ti maysa kadagiti kapatga na paset ti parambak tayo ti pannakayawat ti bandera ti Palarong Pambansa iti sumaruno a panagpagnaidan na ti probinsya ti Agusan del Sur. Ngaron, patakderen ni man ti gobernador ti probinsya ti Agusan del Sur, Apo Santiago Bariga Kane Jr. Tapno si Aayat ken si Puputno ngayepkas na ti panangawat da daytoy a pagrepengan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to one of the most significant parts of the closing ceremonies, the turnover of the Palarong Pambansa banner to its next home, the province of Agusan del Sur. To receive the banner and deliver his acceptance speech, please welcome Governor Santiago Bariga Cane Jr.
Due to time constraint, I just would like to greet all those individuals who were previously greeted by the Honorable Secretary Sonny Angara, but especially po to my fellow Governor, GovMat. On behalf of the Provincial Government of Agusan del Sur, I would like to congratulate you for the splendid hosting of the 65th Palarong Pambansa. Together with all the mayors of Region 1, especially to my idol Michael Kion. Kilalang kilala ko po si Mayor Michael Kion kasi I was also an athlete during his time in the Philippine sports. Secretary Sonny, all the USECs and the ASECs of the Department of Education, the congressmen in attendance, my colleague in the Provincial Board Members League of the Philippines, Angelo Barbasar, and of course, the Congressman of the Province of Agusan del Sur District 2, Honorable Adolf Edward G. Plaza, the Vice Governor of Agusan del Sur, Sammy Tortor, and the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan who are tireless in supporting me in the preparation for the 66th Palarong Pambansa for 2026. And to Ma'am Irene Marcos, ma'am, matagal na po kitang kilala during my time as a kabataang barangay stalwart in Mindanao with Senator Aimee. For a long time, the province of Agusan del Sur has aspired to host one of the most prestigious sporting events in the country, the Palarong Pambansa. With this in mind, we have been strengthening our sports and youth development services, along with the upgrading of our facilities, equipment, and tourist sites to promote sports tourism in the province. After a long hiatus, we are finally back on track, having successfully hosted the Caraga Regional Athletic Games in 2024. Standing here today, I am both honored and humbled by the opportunity to welcome and host the Palarong Pambansa 2026 in our province. We have long looked forward to this moment, and now that our time has come, we are committed to living up to your expectations. Furthermore, this is not just a victory for us in the local government, but also a powerful source of inspiration to every young athlete in our province who aspires to achieve excellence through sports. We accept this responsibility with pride and deep sense of purpose. Our commitment is very clear: to deliver a safe, inclusive, memorable Palarong Pambansa, the 66th Palarong Pambansa in the province of Agusan del Sur. One that celebrates the spirit of unity, discipline, and the Filipino talent. Maraming salamat po to the Palarong Pambansa Board, to the Secretariat for your trust and confidence in us. We will strive even harder not to fail any one of you of your expectations. Gentlemen, ladies, see you in the province of Agusan del Sur.
Kas pamigbig tinapateg a pagrebenganda kas sa maruno amang sangaili, intay matangan daytoy a pabuya nga ipaay ti Agusan del Sur.
In recognition of the important duty to serve as the next host, behold, Agusan del Sur, the destination of Palarong Pambansa 2026.
Agusan del Sur? Asa na? Unsay na diha? Safe ba diha? No bustling city lights or high, tall buildings. What glares our eyes are the sunrise and sunset. What hovers us over are towering trees. No crowded streets, and we don't get stuck in traffic. We only get stuck because something took our breath away. Not enough places we can go to for some entertainment and recreation, but we have places where you can truly find your soul. Nothing flashy, really, or big, or grandiose. What we have is something far more precious. This is our home, nestled in the heart of Mindanao, a thriving landlocked province in Caraga region. Agusan del Sur, pililhon ka sa katawhan, bulawan sa dughan. Among agusan, among naliyagan. And we can't wait for you to love it too.
Intay pasang bayan, titawag ng tanghalan finalist ken maysa ang may pagtangsit ng Ilocano ni Chase Francine Pagtakonan para itinem papuswan apan ang kantana ti tema kanta ti 2025 Ilocos Norte Palarong agkay-kaysa nga archipelago.
Please welcome Tawag ng Tanghalan finalist and Ilocano pride, Chase Francine Pagtaconan, for his soulful rendition of the 2025 Ilocos Norte theme song, One Archipelago.
Hearts beat as one nation under the same bright sun. Our spirit knows no boundaries when together we run. One archipelago, one nation, every island a champion. Our legacy shines on and on. Together we are strong. The sword beside us and we now, united by the sea. Leaf and water is one dream. In unity we're free. One archipelago, one nation, every island a champion. Our legacy shines on and on. Together we are strong. Through every challenge we face, our wings spread wide to fly. With determination and grace, our dreams reach for the
Gagayem ken kakabsat, iti maminsan payagundaway, intay saksyan, ti kinatalged ken kinalaing, ti Philippine Youth Symphonic Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, for one last time, the Philippine Youth Symphonic Band.
Well, there you have it. Thank you for sticking with us here at the 2025 Palarong Pambansa closing ceremonies. Doreen, we have just witnessed, well, you just heard rather, from the governor of the province of Ilocos Norte, Governor Matthew Marcos Manotoc, as well as the Secretary of Department of Education, Honorable Sunny Angara. And we also heard for the major awards that we have. And speaking of major awards, of course, we need to talk about the top 5 overall regions. So let's go through that one by one.
Of course. So on the 5th place, we have Region 10, Northern Mindanao with 31 golds, 26 silver medals, and 46 bronze medals. Well-deserved, Bea.
Definitely. 4th place naman yung Region 11. That's Davao Region with 43 gold, 28 silver, and 36 bronze. Wow, grabe. Grabe yung 4th place. But of course, sino nga ba yung 3rd place natin, Doreen?
In 3rd place, Bea, we have, of course, Region 6, Bisaya, Western Visayas, with 44 gold medals, 54 silver medals, and 58 bronze medals.
For our 2nd place, it went to Region 4A, that is Calabarzon, who garnered 47 gold, 68 silver, and 68 bronze. And of course, the much-awaited first placers, or our overall champions, is none other
than the National Capital Region with 117, Bea, 117 golds to go with 70 silver medals and 50 bronze medals.
Grabe. That will be their 18th overall championship for the National Capital Region. And definitely exciting times for NCR, but also for the rest of the regions across the Philippines.
Alam mo, Bea, yung 117 golds ng NCR, they were able to surpass their 98 golds from last year's Palarong in Cebu. And Bea, the last time that NCR reached the 100 gold mark was in 2018 back in Vigan, Ilocos Sur. Ngayon, Ilocos Norte naman with 117 golds for NCR. So makikita natin kung ilan ba next year, especially since we announced earlier kung saan ang susunod na Palarong Pambansa.
That is right. We just heard that the passing of the Palarong Pambansa banner is going and heading to Mindanao, Agusan del Sur. We just heard from the governor of Agusan del Sur, Santiago Barriga Cane, who is definitely excited to have the next Palarong Pambansa there. But let me tell you, I'm sure that there will be a lot of things to look forward to for the next Palarong Pambansa.
That's right, Bea. From Luzon, we're going to Mindanao. From the north, we are going to the south next year. But of course, it has been an eventful evening, fitting culmination of an eventful 8 days as well here in Ilocos Norte. But together as one nation, we have witnessed the relentless drive and the unwavering spirit of our young Filipino athletes.
And may they also inspire us to seek greatness with humility. Once again, this has been Bea Escudero alongside Doreen Soy Baguio. Thank you all so much for catching with us and joining us here at the 2025 Palarong Pambansa.
See you next year.
opisyal kong idinideklara ang pagbubukas ng Palarong Pambansa para sa 2025. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay ang mga atleta. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
As one nation under the same bright sun. Our spirit knows no boundaries when together we run. One archipelago, one nation, every island a champion. Our legacy shines on and on. Together we are strong.
Nakaka-proud at nakaka-fulfill po dahil lahat ng training, hardship ay worth it po.
Mindanao, united by the sea, different waters, one dream.
Napaka-special po sa akin itong gold medalist ko kasi first time ko lang po sa high school.
One archipelago, one nation.
Mahirap po talaga yung training pero kakayanin po natin para po makuha yung pinapangarap natin.
Legacy shines on and on. Together we are strong. Through every challenge we face, our wings spread wide to fly. With determination and grace, our dreams reach for the sky.
Napakalaking bagay po na itong palaro sa achievement. Parang dinadala mo po yung palaro.
One archipelago, one nation, every island a champion.
Training lang po, huwag kayong titigil hanggat hindi nyo nakukuha yung inyong pangarap.
Together we are strong. One archipelago, one nation, every island a champion.
Ibusan tinay isang sangayan, apanang nga sa ili ti Ilocos Norte, ti may kay niya mapulo ket 5 selebrasyon, ti Palarong Pambansa, siya ni Mary Jane Pascual Liaño.
Together as one nation, we witness the relentless drive and unwavering support of the young Filipino athletes. May they inspire us to always seek greatness with humility. I am Ryan Ugalde.